Buenas gente, ¿qué tal? Bienvenidos nuevamente al canal, soy Jacek y vamos a continuar con este Conway Disappearance at Dahlia View. Juego de investigación, indie, la mar de chulo, que este ya es el cuarto capítulo en el canal. Y nada, seguimos las investigaciones a ver si conseguimos dar con el asesino o raptor de nuestra querida vecinita. Vamos allá.
During our conversation, Harold Levy was imposing, attempting to intimidate me. It's clear the man does not like me, and the feeling is mutual. I'm certain he's up to no good, and I suspect it has something to do with Charlotte May.
Charlotte
The
May,
chemicals
eso
I
es.
found appear to match the crime scene, no question there. There are, however, some things that still remain unanswered.
Vale. Ahora tenemos que relacionar exacto las pruebas que hemos encontrado con lo que nos dicen aquí, ¿no? Bueno, vamos a llevarnos primero todo lo que tenemos por aquí para el otro panel. Eso es. Eso es. Vale. Tenemos para reinar 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Y tenemos 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cositas. Ordenarlas un poquito. Vamos a distribuirlas bien. Pues. Vale. Vamos a ver qué pistas tenemos, ¿no?
A threatening note in Harold Levy's flat seemed to provoke his attack on Tony Morgan. Is this related to Charlotte May? The note accused Harold of illegal activities, but what evidence here proves it?
Vale, pruebas de actividades ilegales son todo el tabaco de contrabando que vimos que tenía este hombre en su trastero, ¿no? A ver qué tenemos. ¿Qué es esto? Nota de la radio, leer. He tenido que irme temprano. Disculpa lo de la otra noche. Sé que a veces pierdo los estribos. No, esto nada.
Harold said he was listening to Kings of the Nile in his flat at 10:50, whilst Charlotte May was being taken. But can I disprove his alibi?
Vale, esto es desmontar su coartada. Nota acusadora. A ver qué tenemos aquí. Una foto. No. Liar, mentiroso. Vale, ¿por qué son mentirosos? A ver, esta foto que tiene. Vamos poco a poco. La radio, vale. Mesita de noche de Levi. Sangre. Vamos a conectar eso. Was listening Kings of the Nile at 10:50. A ver la hora. 10:50. Kings of the Nile, sí, es verdad. A esa hora daban eso, sí. Esto creo que va con esto. Aquí nos dice que Harold was listening to Kings of the Nile at 10:50.
Harold said he was listening to Kings of the Nile in his flat at 10:50, whilst Charlotte May was being taken. But can I disprove his alibi?
No sé, no estoy muy convencido, pero bueno. ¿Y esta de aquí por qué dice que es un liar? A ver, ¿esta prueba qué es? Taller de Levy, hijo. Lamentamos que el coche haya permanecido más tiempo del esperado en el taller. No sé, creo que esta no dice nada, ¿no? Sé que a veces pierdo los estribos, no es culpa tuya. Puedes quedarte un rato si quieres, pero no toques la radio. Se ha quedado bloqueada en este canal. Las llaves están donde siempre. Vale, esto estaba donde la radio con sangre. Si me ves con Frank, no te acerques. Vale, esto es... Está haciendo algo turbio. Y esto... No sé. No creo que sea nada, ¿no? A saber. No sé. Conectamos esto con... Esto. Esto no está bien.
There must be some small detail I'm missing on some of the evidence. There must be some small detail here. I need to look at every piece of evidence. I need to make sure I'm scouring all of the evidence.
No, esto no está bien. Empezamos. Proof Harold is doing something
A threatening
illegal.
note in Harold Levy's
Aquí tenía
flat
pistas,
seemed to provoke
Ojo,
the
aquí tenía
attack of
pistas.
Terry Morgan. Is this related to Charlotte May? The note accused Harold of illegal activities, but what evidence here proves it? I'm sure that some of this evidence is irrelevant. I could remove them.
Aceptar pista.
There. Everything left on the board is relevant.
Todo lo que hay en el tablero es relevante, dice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ah, sí, me ha quitado algo. FM 100, TBC1, FM 105. A ver, ¿y en la radio qué hay? No parece que está en la emisora, ¿no? A ver. Espera. No está en esa emisora. Vale. Esto va aquí. Esto. Kings of the Nile aquí. Vale. Y me falta una. Algo que nos dé pista del tiempo. Sunday. A ver, esta.
I should read every detail on the evidence.
A ver, esta de aquí. No.
I need to make sure I'm looking at all of the evidence.
Hostia.
I feel I could group this evidence based on the questions they were. Okay, I'm sure that everything I've grouped relates to the right question.
Si le das otra vez a pista, te las agrupa por grupo 1, grupo 2.
A threatening note in Harold Levy's flat seemed to provoke his attack on
Nada, es saber el orden.
Is this related to Charlotte May? The note accused Harold of illegal activities, but what evidence here proves it?
Grupo 1 es esto de aquí, ¿no? A ver. You're a liar, por ejemplo. Grupo 1. ¿Qué más hay de grupo 1? Está de aquí. Ese día.
There must be a detail I'm missing on
Sí, seguro que sí. Seguro que sí. Que hay algún detail que me esté pasando por alto. Pista, sí, pista, más pistas.
I could ignore everything I don't need in the remaining evidence. There. All that remains is
vale, esto es lo que está bien.
Evidence.
Esto está bien. Entonces, venga, va. Está el grupo 2.
That's right. I'm onto something. I have to piece together the rest of it.
Joder, es que esto... Venga, grupo 1. Tengo que probar que Harold hacía cosas ilegales. Este coche, ¿no? ¿O qué? A ver aquí. Thursday. Brown van. Yellow van. Vale. Ya nos queda esto, grupo 1. Ah, mira, Brown, Kippy, Double Runner Van. Vale. Bueno, sí, claro, ahora lo ves clarísimo, pero cuando empezamos de principio no había nada.
So, Harold lied to me about his alibi. There was no way he could have been listening to Kings of the Nile on his broken radio. The stolen cars are worrying indeed, but don't seem to be related to Charlotte May. The chloroform-like chemical I found is my only real lead. He must have hidden those bottles for a reason. Ultimately, this is all conjecture. I can't prove he's taken Charlotte May.
Vale. Llaman a la puerta.
Dad? Why's the door locked? Can you let me in, please? I want to talk to you about something.
Sí, sí, voy. Voy, hija, voy.
Dad, I'm waiting. Why was the bolt on?
Well, what with everything, one can't be too careful.
Fair enough.
What did you want to talk about?
I've just come back from having a very interesting conversation with your landlord.
Harold Levy, really?
What do you suppose he wanted to talk to me about?
Well, actually, Catherine, I I wanted to talk to you about that.
So he was telling the truth. You know, he was so close to pressing charges, and it's not my job to talk him out of it. I could have been arresting you right now, or any one of my colleagues, whom I can assure you would not be as nice as me about it.
Why? He seemed fine after I spoke to him.
You trespassed and damaged his property, and don't try to talk your way out of it.
Well, what do you want me to say?
I don't know, to be honest.
Why do you think he didn't press charges? The reason he didn't want the police searching in the first place was because he was hiding what basically amounts to chloroform. The same thing he used to drug Charlotte May. He had a gallon of the stuff.
I know.
Well, so why don't you arrest him?
It's a completely different brand.
Well, have you checked his orders? He might have switched recently.
I have.
Then why does he have chloroform in the first place?
He uses it to dilute oils. It's a side scam to rip off his customers.
Le están
You would have
cubriendo.
known that if you were working on the case, but you're not.
Le están cubriendo seguro.
Well, diluting goods is illegal too, surely. Arrest him for that, and you can interrogate him.
And all he'd get is a fine. And that would be the end of it.
I'm sorry, but...
You're not an investigator anymore, Dad. I know you want to help, but trust me, you're not. In fact, you're making my job that much harder.
Catherine, I was merely trying
You made me a promise. From now on, I just want you to honor it.
I can't.
Why not?
I promised Tony Morgan that I would help find Charlotte May.
Of course you did.
Ya lo hemos liado.
Thankfully, Harold Levy didn't press charges against me. He probably didn't want the police searching any more than they had to. It confirms my suspicion that Harold is up to no good, but I can't convince Catherine to investigate further. Am I wasting my time watching my neighbors? Mrs. Doer is old and frail. Is she even capable of such a thing as attacking a man and taking his child? I made Mr. Morgan an impossible promise, but if I stopped now, it was all for nothing.
Sí, no te pares. Opino lo mismo. Mansión de Doer. Venga, vamos allá. Vale, fotitos. Fotitos, fotitos.
I'm not zoomed in enough to see. Mrs. Doer's home once looked out onto a field of dahlia flowers. Her husband built the manor house with shipping.
Una pelota, ojo.
Now it's surrounded by all of this. There's that ball again.
Vale, más cosas. ¿A qué? ¿Aquí en alguna ventana? No. Aquí hay algo.
Mrs. Doer's bedroom. That big house all to herself, and she only lives in one room. How age punishes us.
Vale.
So this is the police's base of operations. By the sounds of it, they've forgotten all about Charlotte May.
Base de operaciones de la policía, ¿eh? Y se ven desde la mansión de la abuelilla. Aún así yo creo que nuestra hija tiene algo que ver con todo este mamoneo. ¿Qué más? Aquí hay algo.
There's a light on downstairs. Mrs. Doer is still awake. And here I am, spying on an elderly lady.
Mira, ahí está. Le llaman al teléfono. Ojo. ¿Qué hace? ¿Qué hace?
Now this is interesting. What is she doing under there? It looks like she's hiding something. But what is it? Well, that floorboard is my first port of call.
¿Qué está escondiendo? ¿Un osito de peluche escondido? Pisa, pisa. Pisa fuerte. ¿Dónde está el gato ese? ¿Dónde está ese gato? Aquí hay algo.
What could she be doing in the basement?
Está haciendo algo en el sótano.
How did she get down there? This is getting stranger by the minute. Her poster is already in the gutter. Am I the only one looking for Charlotte May?
¿Qué es eso? ¿De dónde viene eso?
I wonder if that's anything to do with Charlotte May. Perhaps I should leave it to them. I'd give anything to know what's in that box. Maybe it has something to do with what was hidden under the floorboard. That's my second port of call. Now she seems to be doing something.
Ojo, ojo.
That's not her at all. Mrs. Doe is in danger. Unless they're working together. I need to get a photograph of the intruder.
¿Dónde se ha metido? Hola. ¿Dónde estás? ¿Dónde estás? Míralo.
Dear God, I've got you red-handed. You there! Stop what you're doing at once! I said stop! You won't get away with this.
Le hemos pillado, ¿eh? ¿Le ha caído algo? Ah, nada, el candelabro. Vale, pues ya sabemos dónde tenemos que ir. Está claro.
Whomever I saw leave Mrs. Doe's home left in a hurry. Let's hope they don't return. Now, to break in without being caught.
Ya está el abuelito colándose donde no le llaman. A ver cómo entramos.
I hope to God Mrs. Doe has gone to bed. Smashed glass. I'd better be careful.
Madre mía, esto de la llave, tío, es un coñazo. Joder, no me lo puedo creer. ¿No voy a dar con el camino o qué? ¿En serio? Aquí. ¿Vale? ¿Vale? T. Ojo aquí con los dedos. T. ¿Vale? ¿Lo cogemos?
Hello, Mrs. Doe. Do not get caught, Robert.
Objetivos. He observado varias cosas sospechosas desde mi ventana. Tengo que investigarlas más. ¿Qué hay bajo el suelo? Encuentra la caja que estaba usando el intruso cerca de la ventana de arriba. Vale, tenemos que ir abajo y arriba, ¿no? La señora Doer está vieja y cansada. Le debe de costar moverse por una casa tan grande. Eddie Doer vive en una habitación en la planta baja, pero la mayor parte de la casa está abandonada. Vale, a ver. Pistas, pistas. Vamos a coger pistas. Vale. Atizador de fuego.
It looks too hot to touch.
Eso tendremos que enfriarlo para cogerlo seguro. ¿Qué más? ¿Qué más? ¿Qué más? ¿Qué más?
I hope none of my neighbors are watching me right now. What would they say?
Eres un abuelo muy chafardero.
Old photo frames.
Había algo ahí.
That's the box Mrs. Doe carried in. It's empty.
No parece que haya más por aquí. ¿No puedo entrar por esta puerta? No. Vale, por aquí recto. Sí, aquí sí.
Oh, makes my small flat look like a prison cell. Should I have called the police? No. The intruder will be long gone by now. It's up to me. And what are you looking at?
Vale, no hay nada. Jarrón.
Stale water.
Agua estancada, vale. Eso lo puedo utilizar para coger el... A ver, ¿hay algo? Para coger lo que había en el fuego, ¿no? ¿Qué más hay por aquí?
The basement.
El sótano.
Damn this wheelchair.
No puedo bajar con la silla. Vale, espera, vamos a volver a la chimenea. Eso es.
Let's hope that worked.
Vale. Ya tengo un cacharro. Vale, vamos a utilizar esto, conectarlo en suelto.
Now, if I can find the sweet spot.
Ahora encontrar el punto exacto, ojo. Bien, vale. Sitio de peluche.
Smells old and dusty. It hasn't been used recently. Now, why would she hide you?
No tiene nada, ¿no? ¿Qué más? Sonajero.
The detail is outstanding.
Espejo.
It's too dull to reflect.
No refleja nada.
Just as well. I haven't slept in days. This bone inlay is very ornate. Old, too. And what's this? Family tree.
What on earth are you doing in my house, Mr. Conway?
Mrs. Doa.
It's
pilló la
Lady
vieja.
Doa to you.
Me ha pillado.
We live in polite society, last I checked.
Lady Doa. Let me explain.
It had better be a bloody good explanation. Go on.
There was an intruder in your house.
I'll say.
I believed they were here for Charlotte May. I believed you were in danger, so I came over to help.
And where is this so-called intruder now, Mr. Conway? I trust you tried to apprehend him.
Sadly, no.
So it's just you and your word, then? Your daughter's a police officer, Mr. Conway. You should have called her.
I believed your danger to be too immediate, my lady. I was concerned for your safety.
You can cut that nonsense out right away. If you were concerned about me, then you would have knocked on my door or checked on me. Instead, I come out to find you at this ungodly hour prying up my floorboards. This is clearly a matter for the police. And how, may I ask, did you know to look under there?
Look, I can see you don't suffer fools, my lady, so I'll just come out.
No need, Mr. Conway. You've been spying on all of us from your window. Not very subtle, if I do say so.
Very astute. But please, if I may, I merely came over to ask you a few questions.
I suppose you want to know why I stored my belongings under the floor.
I want to know why they're all children's belongings.
Entre otras cosas.
Charlotte May. I'm not given to the kidnapping of young girls.
Why don't you just tell me what you were doing then?
Very well. For the past few months, things have been going missing from my home. Bits and bobs, really, but as you can see, the simplest of things in this house would fetch a pretty penny. Last week, it was one of my porcelain dolls. I'm of the suspicion that my maid is stealing from me. So I hid my most cherished possessions under my floorboards. I've had that silver mirror you just found since I was a small child. It's worth more than Dahlia of you itself. Regrettably, my late husband and I, well, we don't have a child of our own to leave these things to. I see now that I should have hidden them better.
Vuelve a aparecer el tema del dinero, ¿eh?
Fetch a pretty penny. Do you think your maid is stealing purely for the money?
I couldn't tell you. But it wouldn't be a first, would it?
I'm trying to decide whether money is a strong enough motive to abduct a child. Seems to be a theme going around here.
I thought I knew her. If you'd asked me a few weeks ago, I would have said there was no way. But now...
Who is your maid, if you don't mind me asking?
Well, I say maid. She is a glorified cleaner. Shirley Downs.
Shirley, your neighbour.
Yes, she owns the pub next door. She needed a little extra cash, and I needed my house to stop falling apart.
I see.
Seemed like a good idea at the time.
Has she cleaned here long?
A handful of months. The upstairs, mainly. I have no interest in going up there these days. Too many memories, and I can only walk so far before my feet give in.
Do you think Shirley would break into your home? The intruder I saw. Could it be her? Someone you know?
You say you saw the intruder break in?
Well, out. They were picking the door, trying to lock it.
Picking it? What does that mean?
Oh, they had a... Trust me, they were up to no good with it.
I gave Shirley a key. I'm certain she has no need to do such a thing.
Lady Doa, would you allow me to search the upstairs of your property? I believe I may be able to shed some light on the situation, if you'd permit me.
We should call the police, surely.
Well, they haven't found Charlotte May yet, and they don't seem to be doing much about it. How about we postpone calling them for just a short while?
I do say, how Machiavellian, Mr. Conway. You ask me to lie to the police. To your daughter, no less.
Not at all. Just to postpone calling, in the pursuit of knowledge.
The stair lift. I believe it still works. There should be another wheelchair up there somewhere. My late husband's.
Vale. Cogemos la llave, ¿no?
Thank you.
Muy bien.
I haven't been up there for a year or two now. You will share what you find?
I can't promise anything.
And Mr. Conway, if the intruder is up there, you will be on your own.
Now, to find out what our intruder was up to.
Venga, vamos.
These look like maritime telescopes, older than me.
Nada, mesa. Manivela.
Looks like I need some kind of lever to turn this.
Una especie de palanca. sobre. Tushiri.
Shelley's been gathering valuables. Perhaps Lady Doe was right.
Vale. Códigos. No está traducido, ¿eh? Encuentra la caja que estaba usando el intruso cerca de la ventana de arriba.
Locked. Of course it is.
Reginald, viejo loco, ¿te puedes creer que han pasado 40 años desde que construimos tu primer barco, Jewel? Y ahora mírate, eres un hombre con dinero y recursos. Te escribo para decirte que me jubilo a finales de mes y pensaba que querrías enterarte directamente. Mi hijo Peter se encargará del negocio, así que no cambiará nada respecto a los pedidos que necesites. Tengo que darte las gracias porque no habría podido jubilarme tan pronto si no hubiese sido por toda la actividad que me has dado. En agradecimiento, por favor, acepta esta botella de Pit Hill. Ya no las hacen. Esto debería valer para expresar lo agradecido que estoy. Tu amigo James. La metalistería de Jackson. Vale, nadie atrás, ¿no? No, la bibliografía. Tengo que llegar hasta esa caja para saber que está mirando el intruso. Investiga el piso de arriba. Busca un modo de reabrir ambas cerraduras. ¿Dónde la abro? No tiene nada, ¿no? No. Vale. Seguimos investigando. A ver. Aquí tenemos algo.
The Doa crest. Very fancy.
Lady Doer ha acusado a Shirley de robarle objetos de valor. O dice la verdad o es una paranoica. Lady Doer no ha sucumbido a mis encantos en ningún momento. Seguro que lleva días observándome. Lord Reginald Doer se dedicó a la construcción de barcos durante 40 años. Su primer barco debió de llenarle de orgullo y alegría. Sí, la verdad que la abuelita tiene lo suyo. Esto no tengo nada. Vale. Vale. Venga, seguimos investigando.
Now, what's this?
Right. The time is 10:50 on the 22nd. Let's have another look.
The telescope is pointed right at Mr. Morgan's house. Was she spying on Charlotte May? The 22nd was the night that Charlotte May was taken. Let's hear what she has to say.
I wonder if it has anything to do with Seddon and Sons. Could be the year.
Seddon and Sons. I've seen that name. She said it could be the year, whatever that means. I'd better try to find it.
No sé si hay que buscar algo más o no. No sé dónde hay que apuntar. Pero hay que encontrar algo, ¿no? Una ventana, quizás, ¿no? Todo esto ya me lo he peinado. No, no sé. No sé, se ha bugueado. Porque no sé dónde tengo que apuntar. A ver. Voy al menú de inicio y volvemos a entrar. Oh, empezamos aquí arriba. A ver.
Looks like I need some kind of lever to turn this.
Manivela.
Locked from the other side. Why on earth would they want to tear this painting? If I had something flat to slide down this drawer.
Algo plano. Si pudiera sacar algo plano. Aquí había algo. Candelabro o algo la ha movido.
The box in Lord Doer's office has 2 locks. There must be something upstairs I can use to open them. Oh, this has some weight to it.
Vale. Tenemos algo que nos va a ser de ayuda, seguro. ¿Qué más? Mechero. ¿Sí?
Lord Doer must have been a war hero.
Vale.
Let there be light.
La contraseña. No, esta no tenía nada. Venga, seguimos. Inventario. El abro.
Now, why is this open? I saw the intruder leave. Let's hope it stays that way. Now, what do we have here? Another child's toy.
Vale, a ver qué nos
Are you out
encontramos.
there somewhere? Or are you in here? I will catch you. I don't think I've seen Lady Doe smoke before now. Must be Shirley's.
Sí, esto es de Shirley. Fijo. Ya está todo por explorar.
Now, what's this?
Bueno, esperemos que no se cuelgue.
Right. The time is 10:50 on the 22nd. Let's have another look.
The telescope is pointed right at Mr. Morgan's house. Was she spying on Charlotte May? The 22nd was the night that Charlotte May was taken. Let's hear what she has to say.
I wonder if it has anything to do with Seddon and Sons. Could be the year.
Podría ser el año, mira.
Seddon and Sons. I've seen that name. She said it could be the year, whatever that means.
Sí,
I'd better try to find it.
1965. Aquí está. No, 1905, ¿eh? No, o mira. 1854. ¿Qué otro año? Ah, aquí. Seddon and Sons, 1832.
Ah, there you are. Now what was Shirley doing with you?
1832.
Now.
By the sounds of it, she was trying to open something in this room. Lady Doe was right. Shirley's stealing from her.
Now, where was I? Oh, for God's sake, Larry. I sent you home an hour ago. Not your shoe.
Idiot. Vale. ¿Qué tengo que hacer ahora? $1832, ponía. Me deja salir. Nuevamente. Por eso es que tengo que seguir buscando cosas.
What on earth was this Larry up to? Sounds like he was a drunken fool.
Borracho.
Let's take a look at... What the hell?
What did she see? Charlotte May? Well, this is moments before the attack.
Salir.
I do not like how that tape ended. Oh, this was days ago. For now, let's try to finish what she started and open something in this room.
Vale, investiga el piso de arriba, es lo que estoy haciendo ahora.
Lord Doe's office has 2 locks. There must be something upstairs I can use to open them.
1832 era, la clave. Shirley estaba mirando a través del telescopio del despacho del Lord Doer. Salió apresuradamente tras ver algo que involucraba a uno de sus vecinos. ¿Tendría algo que ver con lo de Charlotte May? 1832.
could have
Vale.
been this. Shirley was trying to steal something from inside.
232. No. 3, 2. No, no pasa nada. What? No pasa nada. Era 1862, ¿verdad?
This all sounds fancy.
Pues a ver si la pesa tengo que utilizarla donde estaba antes la estatua esa. Que la han movido. Aquí. Aquí, ¿ves? Ah, pero no me deja usar nada. No me deja usar nada. No.
Now, what was she looking at that she needed for this room?
$1832. 1905 es otra combinación. 1905 o 1854. 1905. Vamos a probar 1905. No. Y la otra era 18 y algo, ¿no?
Shirley must have been looking for a code.
1854. Ahora sí.
Good.
Whisky. Vale, una llave.
Excellent. Thank you very much, Shirley Downs. Peat Hill Reserve. Well, at least Lord Dower had good taste.
Vale, esa llave que abre esto. No. Esa llave puede ser que abra esto. El candado este, a ver. Nueva pista.
The box in Lord Dower's office has 2 locks. There must be something upstairs I can use to open them.
Vale, eso es. Sala de maquetas.
Now what on earth? Charlotte May. Charlotte, are you in there? How do I lift this? There's no way I can untie this by hand.
Vale, tenemos una puerta. ¿Esto lo podemos abrir? No. No parece que haya nada que podamos utilizar. Las mesas. Solamente podemos ir por acá. A ver, mira F.
Did Lord Dower model all of these himself?
Leer. Marshall. Rollo Titanic un poco, ¿eh?
This makes things quicker.
Vale. No.
There was a painting in here. It doesn't look as though it was removed by a professional.
No, aquí no hay nada. Media vuelta. No sé, era por si se veía algo extraño en el catalejo este, pero no parece, ¿eh? Ah, balcón. La cajonera está cerrada. La cajonera está cerrada. Cuadro desgarrado. Por aquí. Es que aquí en esta sala no hay nada, ¿eh? No hay nada. Tenemos el nudo. No. Lo de la balanza del reloj, ¿para qué será, macho? Buah, no sé dónde ir. No sé qué hacer ahora mismo. A ver si miramos aquí otra vez. No, aquí no hay nada. No. Por aquí no puedo subir, ¿no? No. No. Ay, 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 ay. Tengo que quitar el nudo con algo. ¿Pero con qué? ¿Con qué quito el nudo? No. Algo me estoy dejando. Algo seguro que me estoy perdiendo. ¿No puedo bajar? Espera. Esto lo puedo encender. Lámpara de gas. A ver. Vale. ¿Qué hemos conseguido con eso? Catalejo, nada. A ver, candelabro. No, no puedo utilizar. No. No. Aquí nada. Mesa. No, no gira. Maribela, necesito una Maribela. ¿Y en esta esquina el busto? No, nada. Ah, tío, me estoy dejando algo en algún sitio seguro. Juguete. No, juguete ni nada. No hay nada. No, aquí tampoco. Joder, está difícil, ¿eh? Aquí en la calle. Nada. Venga, Jacek. Algo te dejas. Algo te dejas. Algo te dejas. Lo del vaso y el whisky, a lo mejor. No tiene agujas el reloj, ¿eh? Bueno, es un detalle un poco me ha llamado la atención, pero no creo que sea nada relevante. Estoy pensando, gente. Estoy pensando. No. Un cuchillo ahí, ¿eh?
Lord Dewa was a hobbyist. Oh, might help me force that lock open.
Bote de pintura. Trapo.
A rag. Not chloroform,
No
thankfully.
es cloroformo.
It's heavier than it looks.
Molla de la maqueta.
Nothing useful in there.
Lata de pegamento.
Glue. Lord Dower was a hobby man.
Bueno, parece que ya está, ¿no? Candelabro. Sí, parece que ya está. Vale. A ver si con eso ahora puedo utilizar el cuchillo para romper el nudo, quizás. A ver.
Damn. It's far too blunt to cut anything.
No está suficiente afilado. Vale. Hay que afilar. Hay que afilar el cuchillo. A ver qué tengo. Boya de la maqueta. Lata de pegamento. Vale. Vale.
That wasn't so hard.
Vale, he abierto el cajón. Una carta. Perfecto.
Decided when Lord Dower was still alive.
Lamento informarle de que no puedo firmar el documento que me envió personalmente. No les deseo a usted y a su marido nada malo, pero como profesional debo rehusar. Ya me he puesto en contacto con Spencer & Home y le he dicho que la encuentro demasiado inestable emocionalmente. Por desgracia, esto significa que no cumple con sus estrictos requisitos. Quizá podamos volver a hablarlo cuando regrese de mi viaje a Estados Unidos. Mis más sinceras disculpas, Dr. Ambrose Chappell. Vale. Una llave. Pasador de pelo. Oh my god. ¿Qué más? ¿Qué más? ¿Qué más? Nota del médico. Lamento informarle de que no puedo firmar el documento que me envió.
I wonder what document he's referring to.
¿Qué documento? Vale. Cerramos. Y ya nos vamos, ¿no? Pasador de pelo. Así con el pasador de pelo puedo abrir la caja. La cajita está de aquí. Vamos a probarlo. Pasador de pelo. Sí, sí que puedo. Hasta que des con un punto, macho. Aquí. Vale, B. Aquí, 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 aquí. Vale. Q. Vale.
One down, one to go.
Abierto. Perfecto. Ah, que tengo que abrir la otra. Hostia, pero me he quedado sin... Me he quedado sin el pasador, tío. Me he quedado sin el pasador. No lo puedo abrir. Oh my god. Mm. No. A ver, vamos a ver. Si uso el pegamento ahí, no. No. Uy, entrada sin leer. A ver. Seguir buscando en el piso de arriba y encontrar una manera de abrir la última cerradura. Sí, lo sé. Sí, en eso estamos.
There's still one more lock to open. I should explore more of the upstairs.
Lo sé. No, por ahí no. No. No lo sé. A lo mejor otra vez en la mesa. No. No creo. Joder, tío, estoy pillado, ¿eh? Estoy muy pillado. No. Aquí hay una puerta. Vestíbulo. Caja cerrada.
Lord Doa. I never met the man. If that's the size of the model, I dread to think how big the real thing was.
HMS7. Vale. No hay mucho que hacer aquí tampoco, ¿eh? Más maquetas. Esta no se puede abrir, ¿no? Hostia. Nudos marineros, ¿no?
Spike. Clearly used with knots in some way.
He encontrado un pasador que parece que usaba con nudos. Vale, coge el pasador.
Let's see if this helps.
Vale. Pues no sé si el pasador tengo que utilizarlo con el nudo. Imagino que sí, ¿no? Para quitar ese nudo grande. ¿Aquí en este mueble hay algo? A ver. No. ¿Llave? No.
An old dumbwaiter. I wonder if it still works.
Viejo montacargas. No sé si ir a utilizar el pasador en el nudo. Vamos para atrás a ver. Aquí. A ver, pasador. Nudo. Hostia. Qué guapo. Vale, a ver si encuentro. A ver si te doy otra vez con Por la posición, vale, aquí. Le doy a clic, muevo el ratón y deshago el nudo. Eso es. Vale. Ahora muevo la palanca.
Jesus
Perfecto.
Christ.
What is going on up there, Mr. Conway?
Everything's fine. I tripped on something is all.
Everything's fine.
Come back down before you break something.
Just another moment, if you would.
Very well.
Bueno, a ver qué tenemos aquí.
Not what I expected at all. That explains the craft tools. Perhaps I'm wrong about Lady Doa.
Rotor. Comentario. A ver. Vale.
That's the office I've just come from. Very detailed.
Ya. Chimenea, sí.
Doa's hidden room.
Ya la tengo.
Genius. The missing wheel latch.
Vale. Ahora, en principio, con la manivela podríamos abrir el... Esto de aquí, ¿no? A ver. Exacto, esto. Manivela. No, aquí no hemos hecho nada. Para el otro lado. A ver, aquí. A ver. ¿Qué es lo que hace la manivela, tío? Abrir la chimenea. Abrir la chimenea. Vale. ¿What? ¿Se ha metido ya para adentro o qué? A ver. No entiendo nada. A ver, según la casita esa, lo que se abre es la chimenea, ¿no? A ver, vamos otra vez. No se mueve más. Ah, no. Se abre la puerta de al lado. Joder, joder. Vale, venga, vamos. No lo he visto cuando me he asomado. Pero, what the fuck, aquí no hay nada. Ah, esto de aquí. Vale, ojo, ojo. Por aquí, ¿no? Eso es. Por aquí sí.
Ah, Dick. She's sitting on a gold mine.
Hoja cerrada.
Money is clearly no motive here.
Sobre.
Looks like an adoption form.
Home asunto. Tipo de documento, formulario de adopción. Mary Quinton, 7 años y un mes. Aproximadamente tipo de espera 6 meses. Firma del médico. Ah, es el documento que no quiso firmar. Este es el documento que no quiso firmar. Un documento de adopción. Vale.
Cryptex. Looks like I need an 8-digit code to open it.
Hostia,
I wonder what's hidden inside. I should probably go and talk to Lady Doa.
Hostia. Más códigos, tío. Interroga a Lady Doer, ¿vale? Algo más por aquí. Pesa. ¿Vale? Si pongo la otra.
All this hidden away in a box. It belongs in a museum.
Pregúntale a Lady Doer lo que sabe sobre el Cryptex. Una manera de abrir la última cerradura. Pero ya lo he visto todo aquí arriba, ¿no? ¿O me falta algo por ver? No. Botes de pintura. Botes de pintura. Pintura y pintura. Si pongo todas las pesas. Bueno, salí de la habitación. A ver. Lady Doer. Hay una habitación llena de cosas raras. Tenían todo lo que el dinero puede comprar, excepto un niño. Me falta por abrir esto, tío. No puedo usar nada, ¿eh? Es que hay un hueco aquí. Como que hayan cogido... ¿Sabes? Como que esto abre una puerta secreta ahí en la chimenea. No quiero bajar sin antes intentar abrir la caja esa. Vamos por aquí. A ver si aquí podemos hacer algo. Ah, mira, que puedo utilizar el peso. ¿No? No tiene pinta tampoco, no. No tiene pinta. No tiene pinta. Pues habrá que bajar a hablar con la mujer. Vamos a bajar. A ver, F.
My lady, I've found this.
What is it? I can't see it up there.
It appears to be a cryptex of some kind.
Oh, yes. It's a silly old game I used to play with one of the maids. We would pass messages back and forth and have to figure out the code. It's been many years since I've seen that.
I see. By any chance, do you still have the code for it?
Couldn't tell you.
Couldn't or won't?
Mr. Conway, I think I've been very accommodating, all things considered.
Well, can you give me a clue?
I can do one better. I can give you the cipher.
Please, do.
On one condition.
Dare I ask?
It's not all that bad. There's a picture in the main hall. My late husband. I haven't seen his face in some time. Would you take a picture of him for me?
Oh, Lady Doa, as luck would have it, I've already taken that picture.
You have? And without my permission?
I thought you wanted me to.
Yes, yes, very well. Here it is. We used an old code. You take the alphabet and write the first 13 letters under the next 13. Then replace the letter you have with the one underneath or
Joder.
above it.
No me voy a acordar de eso.
A would be an N, and D would be Q.
That's right.
Well, where do I find the code to translate?
Mr. Conway, may I remind you
Le voy a echar una
that
foto.
it's you up there and not I. I will say, though, the code was usually something to do with my late husband's model boats.
Very well. I'll start looking around then. So, the code is something to do with Lord Doa's boats.
El código tiene algo que ver con los barcos, dice. Usa código para encontrar y convertir el código de 8 dígitos.
Needed to open the cryptex. Lady Doa says the code will have something to do with her late husband's model boats.
Con las maquetas. Vale, ¿dónde está el primer barco? Aquí no había barco, ¿no? No, los barcos estaban aquí. Aquí están los barcos. Esto no lo había encendido. Seven. HMS7. SS Ceramic. A ver. STV
Lord
igual.
Doer's models. A man of talent. I have the cipher needed to open the cryptex. Lady Doer says the code will have something to do with her late husband's model boats.
A ver, a ver, a ver, a ver, a ver. HTV. HTV empieza por U. U. Pues U. U. ¿Qué? No puede ser porque es la T. Y la I corresponde a la V de HTV. Pues la I. Vale. Ahora la siguiente es la J, que es W. Vale. Que es la...
It's jam tight. Let's hope it's in the right place.
Es la R. ¿Qué más? W equivale a J. Eso es. La E, que equivale a la R. Vale. Y la L, que equivale a la Y. Perfecto.
Another key.
Ya ve.
It's for the servants' quarters.
Vale. Hola, Dana, ¿qué tal? Vale, ya tengo la llave. Y ahora esta llave que abre. Esta llave que abre. Imagino que esta puerta. Exacto. Cuarto de servicio. Blanca. No parece que pase nada, ¿no? Ahí voy, Dana. Está complicado esto. Vale. Tenemos aquí. Carta de fortuna.
That's encouraging.
Curiosidad.
Innocence.
Carta de inocencia.
Death's shadow.
Uf, carta de muerte.
Lady Doa? I'm no expert. That does not
Mal
look
rollo.
good.
Qué mal rollo estas cartas, tío. Vale.
She left in a hurry.
Parece que tuvo que irse a toda prisa. Mario, no tengo mucho tiempo, te escribo esto porque en caso de que no volvamos a vernos. Necesito contarte algo terrible que ha ocurrido. Estaba charlando, como de costumbre, con Lady Doer mientras Lord Doer estaba fuera. Estábamos pasando un rato muy agradable, tejiendo y probando su colección de nudos. Consiguió completar toda la fila intermedia, lo que quedó precioso. Y ya sabes que lleva mucho tiempo practicando. En fin, y al cabo de un rato le pregunté si podía echarle las cartas del tarot. Nunca se las habían echado, así que le entusiasmó la idea. Pero las cosas se pusieron feas cuando levanté la primera carta y vi que... ¿Qué tillera?
Could be useful. It's a shame to damage something so beautiful, but I do want to open the box by the window.
Vale, broche. Perfecto. Con esto abriré la otra caja. Perfecto, perfecto. Could be useful. Espejo. ¿Algo útil en el espejo? No. Candelabro. ¿Puedo encenderlo? Sí. ¿Qué más cositas tenemos? Sobre. Cogemos el sello. Vale, Dana. Lo miro, lo miro. Es que hoy está un poco a full. No he podido ni mirar el correo. Luego lo miro, te lo prometo. Copa. No parece que haya nada en la copa. Vale. Bueno, en teoría tenemos ya el broche.
This room hasn't been opened in years.
El broche para poder abrir la caja, ¿no? ¿No puedo salir? Oh, mamá. Sí, es mucho más cómodo. Vale, estoy aquí otra vez, perfecto. Pues vamos a utilizar aquí el broche. Inventario. Broche, perfecto. Vale. Vamos allá. Vale, B. ¿Y dónde está la B? B. Abierto, perfecto. Llave ornamentada, oh my god.
At long last. Now, what do you unlock? And why would the intruder hide you?
Interroga Lady Door.
Let's
Vamos
see
allá.
what Lady Doa has to say about you.
Vamos a verla, sí. Joder, me está costando este episodio de la mansión me ha costado, ¿eh? Bueno, todavía no lo he terminado, pero hostia. He estado como que 40 minutos dando vueltas sin saber qué hacer, ¿eh? En un momento.
My lady, may I bother you again?
Of course.
I think I found out what the intruder was doing.
About time. Go on, then.
It's a key. Looks to be quite ornate.
Go on.
I was hoping you could tell me.
Describe it to me. Perhaps it'll jog my memory.
Hostia.
It has a large anchor shape.
Go on.
There are 3 bands, and the middle is copper.
Ah, I know what that is. The basement storage key.
Almacén del
Again,
sótano.
I haven't seen that for many years. I have one too somewhere. I could look for it.
The basement, you say?
Yes. Are you thinking what I'm thinking, Mr. Conway?
I just might be. Do you think it possible that Charlotte May could be in your basement without you knowing it?
The very thought of it. I fear there's only one way to find out. You'll have to go to the basement. The lift won't work whilst the stair lift is activated, though. Give me a moment.
Qué calvo.
Now, you really are alone up there, Mr. Conway. Can I just remind you that...
Shh.
What is it?
Are you expecting anyone?
Another intruder, you mean?
Lady Doa, I'm serious.
Oh, my. I'll go and call the police.
Shh.
Oh my god. Intruso.
They've locked the door. I know you're here. Come out. You're not going to get away with this. Show yourself at once.
Te ha roto algo, ¿eh?
You can't hide. My daughter is a police officer. You're clearly out of your depth. Please, if you're here, you don't have to do that.
¡Hostia!
Stop. You won't get away with this.
Uf. No se abre. No se abre. Ahora sí. El sótano.
Charlotte May, are you there? Charlotte, are you okay?
Solo tengo la pesa. Solo tengo la pesa.
Oh, damn, it's locked. I'm coming, Charlotte.
Mr. Conway, what on earth is going on? What is all that banging?
I need your help. The kidnapper is down here.
What? That's it. I'm calling the police.
Oh, wait, no. I need to get into the basement. They took my key.
Mr. Conway, are you insane? I'm calling the police. And
Ah, la abuela no se entera. Señora. No llame a la policía, señora.
I think Charlotte May is here right now. Do you have that other key?
I do.
Toss it to me.
I don't know.
Lady Doa, please.
Fine.
Oh, come on.
Joder, no la he cogido.
Got you.
Vale. Venga, vámonos.
I said stop. God damn this bloody chair. Charlotte, give me something. Were you here?
Bueno, al menos sabemos que está viva. Al menos sabemos que está viva.
There's something here There has to be. Oh, damn.
Ah, la abuela ha llamado a la policía.
There'll be no explaining this to Catherine. After the attack against me in Lady Doa's home, I'm left questioning everything. Was it one of the McKees? Harold Levy? Or someone else? My presence is clearly getting to someone. Lady Doa was downstairs at the moment I was attacked. I can't rule her out. I need to be sure what her involvement was. Only a few questions remain unanswered.
Vale, aquí viene el... Termina el episodio y tenemos que juntar las pruebas en su sitio. Así que vamos a coger todo. Y guau, esto nos va a costar un montón. Esto cuesta siempre, macho. Es lo que más me cuesta el juego. Vale, lo ordenamos. Venga, va.
It is possible that Lady Doa and the intruder worked together. Does anything here indicate that she could have helped the kidnapper?
Vale.
Lady Doa clearly wouldn't have kidnapped Charlotte May for money. Why else would she want to steal a girl? Lady Doa claimed she was hiding her valuable items from her maid, Shirley. Can I prove Shirley was stealing from her?
It indicate Lady Doer could have helped the... ¿Sí?
It is possible
Es posible que Lady Doer y el intruso trabajen juntos.
Does anything here indicate that she could have helped the kidnapper?
Los nudos. El pasador. ¿Qué más? Que la tenía en su casa, ¿no? Por el tipo de nudo. Nudos, el tipo de nudo. Ajá. Algo terrible que ha ocurrido. Consiguió completar toda la fila intermedia. Las cartas del tarot. A ver, ¿esto está bien?
I need to make sure I'm looking at all of the evidence. I need to look at every piece of evidence.
Joder.
I need to look at every single detail there is.
Sí, ¿no? Pista, venga, pista.
I'm sure that some of this evidence is irrelevant. I could really...
Aceptar pista.
Everything left on the board is relevant.
Uf. Complicación. Madre mía. Probably not. A ver, a ver, a ver. ¿Toca averiguar este tipo de nudo o qué?
There must be a detail I'm missing on some of the evidence. I need to make sure I'm scouring all of the evidence. I should read every detail on the evidence.
Joder, qué difícil, tío. Bien, muy bien, Dana. Me trajeron el micro este Blue Yeti y un ratón Corsair. Bien, bien. Listo.
I feel I could group this evidence based on the questions they relate to. Okay, I'm sure that everything I've grouped relates to the right question.
Grupo 1, grupo 1. Vale, a menos con las del grupo lo he hecho bien.
There must be some small detail.
Joder, tío. No hay ni una, ¿eh?
There must be some small detail I'm missing on some of the evidence.
Este es el nudo seguro.
There must be some small detail here.
Pista.
Right there. All that remains is to connect the relevant evidence.
Joder, era este. Ah. Este estaba bien. Y este estaba bien.
Good.
Joder.
Now what does the rest of it mean? Lady Doa clearly wouldn't have kidnapped Charlotte May for money. Why else would she want to steal a girl?
Sí, sí, es una mierda. Bueno, ya me la ha dado hecho, ¿no? Child Adoption. Y esto.
Good, I was right. Now, Lady Doa claimed she was hiding her valuable items from her maid, Shirley. Can I prove Shirley was stealing from her?
Ya está hecho. Falta uno.
So, Lady Doa may have had motive after all. She lost a child and was clearly emotionally shaken by it, though it seems like that was many years ago, and I found no evidence other than she knew how to tie knots. Not very conclusive, if I do say so. Shirley, on the other hand, was stealing from Lady Doa. She knew her way around the house and had access to many of the rooms. She also had a good view of Tony Morgan's house and was talking about Charlotte May on the dictaphone message. Shirley, are you my attacker? Did you take Charlotte May?
Bueno. ¿Teléfono? Joder, ¿dónde está el puto teléfono, tío? Aquí.
Robert Conway speaking.
Dad,
Catherine, again, I'm sorry
do
that
you know how foolish you made me look tonight?
Why don't you come over?
I had to explain to my superior that my father was found in the same house that we think Charlotte May was tied up in. That the reason why we have no good footprints is because my father's tire marks are littered across an open crime scene. I'll be very surprised if I still have a job tomorrow morning.
That wasn't my intention.
No?
You know full well why I had to.
You can't just do whatever you want and think it won't affect other people. What if she'd press charges?
Lady Doa gave me her permission.
You could have ruined my case.
It's not just your case. There are other ways to prove yourself. You can't be so blind as to think you can do it all on your own. The real test of one's character is learning when to ask for help.
Jeez. And that's what you've been doing? Asking for my help? It seems as though you're hell-bent on being the one to find her.
Well, the apple hasn't fallen far from the tree.
No, it's still very much in the tree's shadow.
What are we arguing about? We both care about Charlotte May. We both want to help Tony Morgan.
It's my job to help Tony Morgan. What you've done is against the law.
You said it yourself. There weren't any charges against me.
Yo creo que la hija tiene algo que ver.
You don't get it, do you? Your actions might have gotten Charlotte May killed.
No, el viejo es policía retirado.
What if it was you down there?
Y su hija es la policía, la del
You
teléfono.
want me to stop, to respect people's privacy, to follow the law?
That's not fair.
Well, it's all I had. The vision of a young girl who needed my help. And all I saw was your face. Someone needed to do what had to be done, no matter the cost.
But there's always a cost. Isn't there, Dad?
I wish I could make Catherine understand my actions. Every time I try, I either embarrass her or myself. There's always a cost.
La dueña del pub.
Last night, my neighbors watched in merriment as Catherine had to rescue me from Lady Doa's basement. If the bruises on my body are anything to go by, then I'm clearly making an impression on someone in Dahlia view. I've lost too much to stop now.
The Crow's Nest. Vale, pues ya está. Este es el principio del siguiente capítulo de Crow's Nest. Parece ser que ahora en el siguiente episodio pues vamos a investigar un poquito el negocio este, el pafeto que tenemos delante con su dueña, ¿no? Esta señorita. Pues nada más, chicos. 2 horas y 40 minutos de stream. Este cuarto episodio nos ha costado un pelín. La verdad que ha habido un par de puzzles que han estado un poco complicados. Pero bueno, al final lo hemos sacado. Pues nada, gente, mañana más y mejor. Os dejo. Muchísimas gracias por estar ahí, Dana y gente de YouTube. Un fuerte like si os ha gustado el vídeo, suscribiros al canal y nos vemos mañana con más y mejor. Nos vemos, gente. Hasta luego. Chao.